Good evening. You're joining us live from Valencia for the 2019 FIM MotoGP Gala Awards. We will be celebrating all of our world champions here tonight. But before the main ceremony gets underway, in just under 30 minutes time, we're going to be having a chat to people here on the red carpet. As you can see behind me, or you might not be able to see behind me, but they're all filling in. And we're going to be grabbing as many people as we can to have a chat with them tonight before they take their seats in the prestigious FIM MotoGP Gala Awards. Can't wait to find out who we'll be chatting to. I heard that a certain Fabio Quartararo is here tonight, as well as Marc Marquez. Everybody's so keen to have you. Go ahead, honestly. Everyone's keen to have their picture here on the red carpet. But yeah, make sure you keep on joining us here on MotoGP.com or all of our various social media platforms, and we'll be keeping you up to date with all of the goings on here on the red carpet at the Gala Awards. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Mi ha detto, guarda che...
Oggi che hai parlato sul giorno dell'elezione, che ti diceva? Ma chi già ha parlato?
Of course, champagne of course.
Di chi?
Thank you.
Non si può.
Passa di là.
Stile?
Questo è per te,
Well, joining me now is the Moto3 world champion, Lorenzo Dalla Porta. And let me say once again, Lorenzo, many congratulations for your Moto3 victory. Of course, your final race today in Moto3.
Yeah, it's been not the perfect way to end the season because I crashed in the last race, but I'm so happy to be here. It's fantastic, this organization. So it's a strange feeling with these clothes, but
not the leathers.
Yeah.
You look very smart.
Yeah, thank you.
Very dapper.
Yeah, it's good.
So tell me more about your season. What was your highlight?
We did a lot of podiums, and then we win 4 races. I think the good way to win the season, it's been maybe Thailand, because Canet crashed and I take a lot of advantage. So from Thailand it's been almost like easier. And then in Phillip Island we are able to celebrate the World Championship. And then I win also in Sepang, so 4 victory for this fantastic year, and 6 second positions and 1 third. So it's a fantastic season for me, I think.
I bet you're really looking forward now to some time off to relax and celebrate maybe a little bit more. Have you got any plans over winter yet?
Yeah, tonight after this ceremony we will go to do a party for sure. then nothing. I have to do test this week with Moto2, and then I will do some celebration at home with friends, then with the family, then with all the people, all the fans. So yeah, I have a good planning in this month.
And how are you feeling about making that step up to the Moto2 class next year? Because this year it was so competitive.
Yeah, I'm so excited to go to Moto2. I don't know how I can do in this category, but I will do my best and we will see. I know that it's a difficult category because a lot of riders go so fast, so I don't know, we will see.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you all year, celebrating with you with your victories, and then finally seeing you crown the Moto3 World Champion. Enjoy your evening tonight, enjoy your celebrations, and once again, many congratulations.
Thank you so much, Annie.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Join us back here in a few short minutes, and we'll be talking to more world champions on the red carpet here at the FIM MotoGP Gala Awards.
Yes.
Hello, you.
Look who's joining me here on the red carpet, our Rookie of the Year, our Independent Team Rider of the Year, and also our Independent Team of the Year. Fabio Quartararo, we spoke only earlier today just about what a sensational season it's been for you. Now you've had the final race, the final podium under your belt. Has it all started to settle in just how much you've achieved?
Yeah, so happy to finish with a podium, of course, in Malaysia. We went not so great, but actually so happy to finish in a second place, just behind Mark, and yeah. Now some relax, and then Tuesday we start again the 2020 pre-season, and really looking forward.
Obviously, like you just said there, the work starts again for 2020 on Tuesday. Make sure you do join us back here for the official test. At the moment, do you have any idea of what Yamaha are bringing?
Well, I think that I will not try the 2020 bike yet, but with the team we have some idea to try some new parts on the bike. Let's say settings that we can't try on the practice because it's too long to make a change. So will be an interesting test, and for sure we will learn many things.
We obviously have to ask you, what's been your best moment of the year?
I think Barcelona GP, because I get the surgery and I didn't know if I could race this week, and then I make the pole position and the podium, my first podium in MotoGP. So it was actually just incredible, and a lot of good moments during this season.
It's been a total pleasure watching you this year, Fabio. We can't wait to see what more is to come, and of course we can't wait to see what happens between you and Marc Marquez next year. Enjoy tonight. Once again, congratulations for all of the achievements, and I'm sure we'll see you on Tuesday for the test.
For sure. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Fabio.
Thank you.
Well, if you joined us earlier in the weekend, you would have seen that we held our third MotoGP eSport World Championship. They really raised the game this year with the Global Series, and our finalists had to contest not only one race, but 6. And the man to win this year was Andrew ZH. You did an absolutely amazing job. You also were the Tissot Poleman's Award for MotoGP eSport. I think you picked up 2 wins in the end, wasn't it? Or have I just disserviced you?
Yes, this year I did it 3 poles for the Tissot race limited edition, and also 2 wins. and win my first World Championship and to be World Champion is an incredible emotion. I didn't realize all already, and it's unbelievable dreaming, and also to stay here in the Palace of Congressos and so all riders in the smoking with an incredible effect. So it's amazing.
Well, last year I think you finished third overall. This year you won the whole championship. Have you got any words of advice to those that may be watching this tonight and thinking, oh, maybe I'll give the eSport Championship a go next year?
Yes, next year will be more difficult for sure because I will try to defend the world title, and I will try to give my max. Also, the all Dorna staff, MotoGP staff, increase and improve the World Championship with incredible work. So let's see, and I hope to do my beautiful job.
Andrew, enjoy your evening here. I know that you'll be really happy to be amongst some of those amazing MotoGP World Champion. You are our 2019 MotoGP eSport Champion. Many congratulations to you, and we will see you back for next year. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot.
And we should be joined, I heard, by Alex Marquez in a few short moments, so make sure you join us back.
How are you, boss? Congratulations.
Well, today at the Ricardo Tormo circuit, we saw our final race of the first NL MotoE World Cup. And joining me now on the red carpet is our very first MotoE World Champion, Matteo Ferrari. It was really that double race win in Misano, which plunged you straight into the front of the championship standings. The pressure must have been on you so much this weekend. How does it feel to have taken that first World Cup championship?
I'm really happy. I don't explain my feeling because I'm the first rider that win this title. So yeah, you know, I had a lot of pressure during the weekend, but we make a good job from Tuesday and Friday, also pole and race one. So today I didn't push a lot. I only finished the race. We improve a lot during the season, all the races with point. So this is incredible.
For you, what's been the most surprising thing about the MotoE World Cup?
For me, is an amazing bike because it's different compared to the other one. So I the pleasure to be the first one, to be one of the first during this season. I'll continue next year with Team Gresini, so I'm really happy about that, and I really enjoyed that moment.
Can't wait to see you back to defend your title next year. Matteo, congratulations to you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. Ciao.
Troppo tirati.
Hey, how are you, boss?
Well, I promised you Alex Marquez, and I found him here on the red carpet. Alex, congratulations for your Moto2 World Championship. I know that out there in Valencia, you really wanted to give it your all and go for it. It looked as though it was a slightly more complicated race in the end. The win was, well, it took everyone's breath away, let's put it that way.
Yeah, you know, it was not the happy end that I hope or I dream it. But anyway, already the dream was coming true in Malaysia, so today was all in. I was trying, I was coming back from 15, that's not easy, I was already 5th, but then I make a mistake. You know, in one corner that the wind was strong, yes. I was a little bit more faster and then I lose the front. So sorry to the team, I already say, because it was my fault, 100%. But today, you know, for all the fans, for the team also, I give my 110%.
I was talking to your brother earlier today and I was asking him how big the party would be tonight, but he tells me that the party in Severo was actually unbeatable.
This is true.
Really?
This is true, yeah. So today more relaxed, you know, more relaxed. Test ahead next week, so, you know, a little bit more relaxed. Already we ban a little bit that party in Cervera, so today a little bit more relaxed, trying to enjoy this night that is so special for me. And yeah, happy.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. Go ahead and enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining us here, Alex. Thank you. Well, as you can see, I've been joined here by Maverick Vinales. You guys can't see this at home, but he is wearing very snazzy trainers. They've even got lights on them. We have to say congratulations for an amazing season. In the end, finishing in the top 3, despite some periods which have been really tough. You pushed through and ended it off in such a good way.
Well, actually, I'm very happy because being here for me is like win, because I started the season really bad. I've been after race 4 in P11, so we battled quite good at the end. We recovered, we found out the win, 2 wins this season, which for me is really good, and yeah, somehow I'm really happy.
I bet you can't wait already for Tuesday to just get started on next year. I know what you're like.
I'm really enthusiastic, really happy, and I can't wait to be there, battling, pushing, and to be the best Maverick I can.
Maverick, just one last question before I let you go. Any good winter plans?
Nothing. Train. I will train more. I will be faster and I will be stronger. So this is my plan.
We can't wait to see you next year, Maverick. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joining me now on the red carpet, our 2019 MotoGP runner-up, Andrea Dovizioso. You absolutely gave it your all out there this year, Andrea. Just how does it feel to have finished another season? It's still such an achievement to have finished inside that top 3 of the World Championship. It's so competitive. We're in an amazing era of MotoGP, and you are one of the best.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes we lose a little bit the way and you want to win, and when you finish second, you can be so angry. But if you look at the picture from, the big picture, I think we have to be really happy to confirm the second position, because the competition is so high. The effort of every manufacturer and the riders is really high, and it's difficult to be there. And we confirm a really strong second position. We couldn't fight really with Mark in this season. He has been too strong for everybody. But at the end, we have to take the good things and the positive things of this season.
What was your best moment of the year?
Well, Austria was. I hope to have something better than that victory, but it will be difficult because in that way I mean, the adrenaline was something too much.
I want to ask you something about the Red Bull Ring, because sometimes you hear from riders it's not really a rider's track, but we go there every year and the races are absolutely incredible. You can't ever say we've had a bad race at the Red Bull Ring. They've all been so exciting.
Is it true? It's a really short track, so normally you don't expect that kind of race, but at the end it's not that easy to make the difference, especially on Moto3 and MotoE, I think. But on MotoGP, I mean, our bike worked well, and if you understand what you have to do during the weekend, like this season, we wasn't the fastest before the race, but at the end we worked well, and we did everything perfect for the race.
Once again, Andre, we have to say many thank you for so many entertaining moments and races throughout the course of the season. We can't wait to see what happens next year. Enjoy your evening. And from us here on the red carpet, that is all. We are getting ever so close to our 2019 FIM MotoGP Gala Awards. But from us here, it's good night.
Ela vai com uma pôr na zona do caralho. Já,
Welcome to the FIM MotoGP Awards ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marina Lorenzo and Gavin Emmett, your hosts for the 2019 FIM MotoGP Awards.
Thank you. Thanks to Andrea. Bonanit, señores y señores. Buenas noches. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Palacio de Congresos here in Valencia for the closing ceremony of the 2019 MotoGP World Championship. My name's Gavin Emmett, and with me, my colleague from Canal Plus France, Marina Lorenzo.
Thank you for the introduction, Gavin. I'm very pleased to be with you, Gavin, representing BT Sport tonight. Pleased to be with you, and quite sure that we are going to have some fun. We'll have all of you to celebrate the end of the season.
Yeah, before we start handing out the awards, it's time to hear from those people welcoming us tonight. Here in Valencia, please welcome up onto stage the Regional Secretary of Culture and Sports, Raquel Tamarit. Thank you.
Bona nit, buenas noches, good evening. First of all, I would like to start with acknowledgements to Dorna for choosing us once again to celebrate the closing ceremony of the season, to the circuit, Ricardo Tormo, the motorbike host, for getting the last event of the World Championship to be once again the Motorcycle Festival, and of course to the fans, Valencian and for any other part of the world, and for they live with passion this event. The same passion we have always worked with to train riders who are now integrated into different categories and the structures of the World Championship. Riders that represent everything we try to convey to our young people: effort, sacrifice, overcoming, work, respect despite rivalry, fellowship and team. You are, in short, whether or not you are aware of it, the reflection of society, because you are the visible faces, the leaders of different projects with different objectives that contribute to the happiness of millions of people. That's why I also want to congratulate you, the champions. It's already hard to win a competition, and it's even harder to win it 8 times. So, because it's really difficult to be the best among the best, I guess it's also rewarding. I can miss this moment to address the youngest, a combination of emotion to share these moments with their role models and with enthusiasm to become in future world champions. Here in Valencia, we live it with the Cuna de Campeones, a unique and necessary project to maintain Valencian and the Spanish leadership in motorcycling. The traffic light of the season has gone out, and it's time to rest, to enjoy what you have achieved, and to prepare for the next season. In 2020, Valencia and the circuit Ricardo Tormo will close the World Championship again. And we will do it as usual, with open arms and full grandstands, with joy for your arrival and sadness because the year ends, with a unique atmosphere and with the recognition of your careers. Thanks for making us enjoy what will always be a special event to all of us. Moltes gràcies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Valencia once again played host to the championship final after a year of incredible racing across all MotoGP classes, including the MotoGP eSport, a championship that provides a direct link to real-life racing.
Yeah, it's been another exciting season. 6 online challenges and then 6 on-site races in what was known as the Global Series this season. And the overall winner was decided in a grand finale held this weekend here in Valencia with a brand new BMW M135i up for grabs as the top prize for the championship winner. Let's welcome Dorna CEO Carmelo Espeleta onto the stage to deliver the award to the new champion for 2019. So, representing the Ducati team, MotoGP Esports World Champion is Andrew ZH, and he is the fastest virtual rider on the planet. Let's have a big round of applause for him, please.
CEO Carmelo Espeleta hands over the prize to the Italian after winning the 2019 MotoGP Esports Championship in a thrilling final that went all to the way to the final corner of the final race. Congratulations, Andrew ZW, and thank you, Mr. Espeleta. Take down. And now we go from the world of virtual racing to the real world racing, and we start with the British Talent Cup.
Yeah, something close to my heart. Anyway, this cup has been designed as a stepping stone for riders from the British Isles to get onto the world stage. And it provides an opportunity like no other for young British talent to have that chance to progress as part of the Road to MotoGP project. 22 riders scrapped it out this year to take the title of being British Talent Cup winner.
And we'd like to welcome the MSVR Series Director, Stuart Higgs, up on stage to award the new winner.
So, as we get Stuart up here, good evening again. And,
good evening.
Let's welcome the winner of the British Talent Cup in 2019, Scott Ogden. Congratulations, Scott, well done. There you are, you got your medal. Scott's from up near me, South Yorkshire, from Doncaster. 3 wins, 7 podiums this season for him, and he is the British Talent Cup champion in 2019. Well done, Scott.
Congratulations, Scott. Congratulations and thank you very much, Mr. Stewart. Another part of the Road to MotoGP project, the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup, seeks to promote the careers of riders from the vast Asia-Pacific region.
Yeah, but very sadly, in the last round of the Cup in Malaysia just a couple of weeks ago, we lost one of its leading lights, Indonesia's Afrizza Monanda. Monanda was a standout rider in the 2019 ATC season, taking 2 wins, 2 second places and 2 third-place finishes in a season that had seen him poised to fight for the championship, finishing in 3rd position overall. He's a rider that will be sorely missed, but whose memory will keep inspiring others for years to come. Now, the Asia Talent Cup has already proven to be a resounding success. You just have to look at the entry list for this year's Moto3 World Championship with Japanese quartet Ayagura, Kaito Toba, Ayumu Sasaki, Kazuki Mizaki, Turkey's Jan Onshu, all having competed this year in the World Championships, having come through the ATC.
And also Thailand's Somkat Chantra and Malaysians Adam Noruddin in the last races have been racing in the Moto2 World Championship in 2019. We'd like to welcome the FIM President, Jorge Viegas, and the FIM Circuit Racing Commission Director, Franck Vessier, up on stage to award the new winner. Good evening.
Good evening to Mr. Viegas and Mr. Vessier. So, the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup winner this year is Japan's Sho Nishimura. So there's Sho, born in Takamatsu, turned 18 last Friday, 4 wins and 3 further podiums. A thrilling season which went right down to the final round in Sepang 2 weeks ago. Congratulations to Sho. Sho, thank you very much. Mr. Viegas and Mr. Vessier, if you could stay with us on stage.
And the next step on the ladder is, of course, to get these riders onto the global stage with the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup, which once again has unearthed 25 of the best racers from around the world this year.
Yes, so as we get ready for the podium finishes in this year's Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup, welcome on stage this year's third-place rider, Haruki Noguchi, the runner-up Pedro Acosta, and the winner, Carlos Tatai.
Mr. Viegas and Mr. handing over the medals to Haruki, Pedro and Carlos. The Spanish rider was crowned winner at Misano with 4 victories and 5 further podiums across all 12 races.
Yeah, and Carlos as well made a brilliant debut in Moto3, didn't he, when he was on the front row in Aragon. Unbelievable. And he will be competing in the Moto3 World Championship next year with the Avintia team. Congratulations to our top 3 in the 2019 Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup. Congratulations. Right, thanks to all you boys. And Marina.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I think we're going to catch up in a little bit, won't we, Marina? Thank you very much. So let's move on now to the FIM Moto3 Junior World Championship. Now, this is a platform that has obtained international recognition as the standout championship for young riders who are looking to make the step up and into MotoGP. So please welcome onto the stage this year's third-place rider in the FIM Moto3 Junior World Championship, Xavier Artigas, the runner-up Carlos Tatai, and the champion Jeremy Alcoba. So Xavi there receiving his medal. What a fantastic ride from him in Valencia today. Second medal already for the evening for Carlos. And the champion, Jeremy Alcoba, here he is, taking that medal. And he will receive the trophy in the name of Joan Moreta, the former president of the Spanish Motorcycle Federation. Jeremy crowned last weekend here in Valencia. He had 3 victories and 6 podiums across all 12 races. Mr. Viegas, if you'd like to do the honours with that Joan Moreta trophy. Was that trophy in the memory of former president of the Spanish Federation, Mr. Moreta. Right, before you all leave the stage, actually, I do believe, there she is, Marina. You're down with one of the stars, aren't you, of tonight's MotoGP Awards ceremony?
Exactly, I'm just with him, and he's a French guy, Fabio Quartararo. Bonsoir, Fabio. Bonsoir. Bon, in English, it's better. you won the Junior World Championship in 2013 and 2015. Can you tell us what's the importance of this kind of programs to get the rider on MotoGP, because they dream about that?
Well, first of all, I think all the best young riders are in the SEV. I think a lot of MotoGP riders do this championship, and I think is the best championship to prepare the step in Moto3. So I think all these young riders will arrive in Moto3, and for sure they will perform.
We hope them that. Thank you very much, Fabio.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Round of applause for Fabio. We'll be seeing you up here on stage very soon indeed, won't we? Thanks, Marina. Yeah, bright future for the MotoGP World Championship with all these promising riders coming through. I hope someone like Fabio can inspire you in the future. Let's have a big round of applause for them, please. Our top 3 in the Junior World Championship. Mr. Viegas, Mr. Vessier, you stay with us, boys. You can leave us for the time being. I want you to stay here because it's now time for MotoE. Now, 2019 will be remembered as a landmark year in motorcycle racing history, as the FIM MotoE World Cup had its first season. And it was decided over 6 races, held at 4 different rounds, and it's the first ever World Cup for electric motorcycles, and it delivered some fast and ferocious action all the way through, right until today here in Valencia. Third place in the FIM NL MotoE World Cup is Eric Granado, runner-up is Bradley Smith, and the winner of the first edition of the NL MotoE World Cup is Matteo Ferrari. So there you can see Mr. Viegas handing out the medal there to Matteo as the champion. Mr. Vessi as well, shake of the hand. So, first winner of MotoE this season, Matteo Ferrari. 2 victories and 1 podium this year on that Energica Ego Corsa bike. Oh, here we have, we do have a second place medal. There, we've got one. Bradley, don't worry, you're not going home empty-handed after all. So Bradley Smith receiving his medal there. He was so close, wasn't he, to victory in the last couple of races. Just beaten out by Eric in those 2 races here in Valencia. So the bronze medal for Eric here this season. We've all loved MotoE this year. It's been some great racing throughout the way. Ah, there it is. There we've got the diploma for our champion in the first ever MotoE World Cup. Let's congratulate them. Now, Mr. Vegas and Mr. Vessia, you can leave. Bradley and Eric too. Matteo, you're going to stay with me because if I can just grab a microphone, I want to ask a couple of words for you. So, Mr. Viegas and Mr. Vessia, are you going to remove that? Have we got a microphone that I can steal for Matteo? No, that's not going to come. I'm going to give it a go and see if they can hear you through this microphone. That might work. Is that going to work? Do we have a microphone at all, please? Is that okay? Any chance of one? There we have one. Finally, thank you very much. Come on, Matteo, come forward, because you are the first ever MotoE winner. How's that feel when, you know, at the start of the year, no one was quite sure what to expect?
I'm really happy to be here because it's my first time and also I'm the first winner of this MotoE World Cup. So it was a really difficult season, but because, you know, it's all new. So we work a lot during the pre-season in Test Valencia, and we improve a lot during the races. 2 victories in my home GP, so I'm really happy about that. And we managed our advance advantage in Valencia, here in Valencia. So really good season, and I'm happy for that.
So you should be, definitely, Matteo. Congratulations on it, on that MotoE World Cup title. Stay here, though, because Marina, I believe, is down there with someone that you might know.
Yeah, probably.
Vinales. Just to talk a little bit about this first season, as we already said, it was the first one of the FIM NL MotoE World Cup, and very exciting until the end. Were you expecting that?
Honestly, all the races are very exciting because it's just a few laps and they all go really full. So I'm excited to see next season with more experience, and Matteo did a great championship. He fight a lot. I follow him in Misano, it was amazing. And I think they will gonna enjoy us. Also, it's really good. You finish the warm-up and then you see your races and it's quite amazing.
Thank you very much, Maverick.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Maverick. Thanks, Marina. And thanks once again to our MotoE World Cup winner, Matteo Ferrari, ladies and gentlemen. So a huge round of applause. Thank you very much, Mr. Viegas. I'll just give you that microphone. Thank you very much. Right, the first edition of MotoE has been a success. So let's hope for a bright future for the electric series. Now, for any talented youngster, the Moto3 World Championship is the first step onto the Grand Prix fold, a class that's been so competitive and so fiercely contested that any rider who makes a mark during his debut season definitely deserves the utmost respect and recognition. So to award this season's Rookie of the Year trophy, please welcome IRTA President, Mr. Hervé Poncharal. Good to see you again, Hervé, up here on stage as the president of IRTA. And let's have another big round of applause, please, for this year's Rookie of the Year in Moto3, Celestino Vietti. Celestino scoring 3 podiums and a total of 135 points in what was a great first full year for him in Moto3. Congratulations to you, Celestino. Celestino, if you want to leave. Hervé, can you stay with us for just a moment, though, please, on stage? Because, Hervé, we would like to show you our respect and our recognition. Now, Hervé, many of you, well, everyone here knows Hervé, of course, but he is someone who has worked tirelessly in the World Championship for the last 30 years, and it's a life devoted to the Grand Prix racing lifestyle, working for the organisation, working for his own team, of course, but working for the other teams as IRTA president and, of course, team manager at Tech 3. Now, the FIM president, Mr. Viegas, is going to join us on stage because he wants to deliver a special award to you, Hervé. Let's have a round of applause, please. It's effectively an achievement award for all the dedication that Hervé has put into Grand Prix racing over the years. He wasn't expecting that one. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hervé Puncherel, thanks to Mr. Viegas also. Let's have another round of applause for Hervé. So, from the Rookie Award and that recognition award for Hervé, we move on to the fastest man on a Saturday with the Tissot Pole of Poles Award. Now, this award is for the rider who took the most pole positions during qualifying this year. MotoGP's official timekeeper and sponsor of this award, Tissot, this night are going to be represented by Javier Núñez, who is Tissot Spain brand manager. And there is Javier. Great to welcome you up on stage once more, Javier. It was an extremely tight one this year, but the winner of the Tissot Pole of Poles in Moto3 with 3 pole positions is Tony Arbolino. So, Tony receiving the watch from Mr. Núñez, one of the closest battles in recent years for the prize to the fastest qualifier in Moto3. Tony was actually level on pole positions with his countryman Niccolo Antonelli, but he takes the watch by virtue of more second places in qualifying this season. So thank you to Tony, thanks to Mr. Núñez. I'd like to call back onto the stage now Mr. Frank Vessier, because it's time to move on to the team award in the Moto3 World Championship. Thanks for joining us again, Frank. Now the award for the best team in Moto3 goes to Leopard Racing, and the managing director of Leopard Racing, Miodrag Kotor, is going to join us. Thank you, Miodrag. Another fantastic season by the Italian Luxembourgeois team. 6 wins, 9 podiums from both Lorenzo Dalla Porta and Marcos Ramirez. Congratulations to you, Mr. Kotor. Thank you very much. Mr. Vessier, you stay with us. Thank you very much, Miodrag. Congratulations. So, we're going to move on and award the World Champion Constructor in Moto3 now. And it really has been a close fight between the 2 Moto3 manufacturers this year. But the best constructor in Moto3 in 2019 is Honda. Let's have a big round of applause for the Japanese factory. Mikihiko Kawase, HRC's Moto3 project leader, is on to collect the diploma. Congratulations to Kawase-san and Honda. 14 race victories this year. Congratulations, Kawase-san. Thank you as well to Mr. Vessier. Thank you. Frank, as well, you can also leave with Kawase-san. Thank you. It's now time for us to welcome back up onto the stage Mr. Viegas, the president of the FIM, because it's time now to meet the best Moto3 riders of this season. There's Mr. Viegas joining us. We're going to start, first of all, George, with the youngster in 3rd place. And this year in the Moto3 World Championship, 3rd goes to Marcos Ramirez. Fantastic performance from Marcos this year. 2 wins, 2 further podiums, fantastic year for him, his third full season in the World Championship. Congratulations to Marcos. You stay with us, though, Mr. Viegas also. You got the medal ready as we find out now who came second in Moto3 this year. And the runner-up in the Moto3 World Championship for 2019 is Aaron Canet. Great season for the Spaniard and the all-new Sterelgada Max Racing team on a KTM. 3 wins for Aaron this year and 4 further podiums in the lightweight class. And he has fought for that title, hasn't he, right until the latter stages of the season. Congratulations, Aaron. Well done on second place in the championship. Now we move on to the Moto3 World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Moto3 World Champion is Lorenzo Dalla Porta. So there's the gold medal for Lorenzo, and here's his diploma too. 4 victories in the lightweight class and 7 further podiums this season. A very consistent performance by the Italian. If I could bring you all just a bit closer to the front for a photo of the podium in Moto3 this year. Let's have another big round of applause for 3 fantastic young riders. So, Mr. Viegas, Marcos and Aaron, if you want to head backstage, I'm going to have a quick word with our new world champion, Lorenzo. And you know what? Today was the first time that you didn't finish a race by your own accord, because you've had such a consistent season. And tell us about the strength you found to win those 3 races in the flyway races that brought this championship home.
Yeah, this has been a bad race, but for all the championship we have been so constant. So for all the races, almost every time on the podium. So I think this has been a key to win the championship. We win 4 races, so I think we have done a fantastic championship. So nothing. Thanks to my team and all the people supporting me.
Yeah, you did fantastic. Let's have another round of applause for Lorenzo. But I know Lorenzo already knows this. You know you're the first Italian, don't you, to win the lightweight class World Championship since Andrea Dovizioso, all the way back in 2004. So why don't we see what Andrea has to say about your championship? That sounds fair, doesn't it, Marina?
Yeah, he's here. We'll see. How do you feel about that, Andrea? Since 15 years since you won this title.
Yes, a long time. Yes, I'm so happy for Lorenzo because bring back the championship in Italy, and this is pretty good for us. And he did a really incredible season, very consistent. Some win, but was very consistent, and that made the difference for the victory for sure.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrea. And once again, thanks to Lorenzo. Let's give him another round of applause. Our champion in Moto3 this year, Lorenzo Dalla Porta. If you want to leave us now. Thank you, Lorenzo. Yeah, what a championship we had in Moto3 this season. But the action in the Moto2 World Championship was also truly remarkable this year, with excitement almost right to the very end. 2019 was always going to be a season of unpredictability, with the introduction of Triumph's new 765 triple-cylinder engine in a new era for the Moto2 class. And that has definitely proved to be the case this year, hasn't it? 6 different winners we've had across the year, and a myriad of title challenges. Just like in Moto3, we're going to start once again with the Rookie of the Year award. Of course, this carries the name of former IRTA president Michel Metro. And so we've got the current IRTA president, Mr. Hervé Poncherel joining us back up onto the stage. There he is. He's rushed his way back up to join us. The 2019 Moto2 Rookie of the Year is Fabio Di Gianantonio. So there we have Hervé with Fabio Di Gianantonio handing over that trophy to the Italian. Congratulations, Fabio. What a season in Moto2 for your first one. 2 podiums, 1 pole position. Well done, Fabio. Well done. Thank you, Hervé. Also, congratulations, Fabio. Great season for you. Now we're going to move on to award the top Moto2 qualifier for the year with the Tissot Pole of Poles. And I believe Mr. Nunez is primed and ready to join us back up on the stage to hand out the watch for the Tissot Pole of Poles award. I'm expecting Mr. Nunez. I'm getting Mr. Vessier instead. I never know who's behind the stage or who's going to join us up on stage. Right, well, I'm going to crack on anyway. Maybe you can hand over the watch as well, Mr. Vessier. I don't know. We can do that. We can work with this, can't we? You know, we're professionals. We're professional. So the best qualifier this year in Moto2 is Alex Marquez. So we've got the Circuit Racing Commission Director, Mr. Vessier, handing over the Tissot Pole of Poles watch to Alex Marquez. 6 pole positions this year for Alex. And, of course, it's the first time you've won the Pole of Poles, isn't it, this year? Congratulations. Alex, I've got a feeling we might be seeing you very soon indeed. So I'm going to send you backstage. Thank you very much. Thank you, Frank, also. We're going to be having you upstage on again very soon. I'm sure we are. Right. I'm not mistaken, actually. I'm hearing, am I right, Marina has something backstage that you all need to see. Am I right, Marina?
Yeah,
whereabouts are you?
There's someone on backstage, exactly. I don't know if we see us. I'm here with Marc Marquez. Marc, it's always a pleasure, and we see on you the pleasure that you live when your brother has title.
Yeah, of course. It was a great experience, especially because one thing is win a title from the bike, inside the bike, because you know the situation. But you know the family is important, and yeah, of course I try to help my brother, but he just worked very hard with his team, with Marc Vidier's team and Estrella Galicia, and yeah, they deserve it because he was the world champion, but also the fastest guy on the track with the pole of poles.
And he's coming back, Alex, with you, Marc, to this moment between brothers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alex. A little reaction.
Happy, just happy, so I cannot say anymore.
Thank you very much.
Applause, please, for Marc and Alex Marquez. 2 champions, but first of all, they're brothers, aren't they? Right, Frank, Mr. Vessier, we're going to get you back up onto stage to join us now. I probably shouldn't have sent you away. It's okay. So we need a revolving door, don't we? It'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Right. It's time now to award teamwork. They do say it makes the dream work, and it is the key to success in Grand Prix racing. And the top team in Moto2 this year is Flexbox HP40 Pons. Let's have a big round of applause for them. A close battle with the Dynavolt Intact GP team. But Flexbox HP40 with Augusto Fernandez and Lorenzo Baldassari take this award this season with 6 wins and 2 podiums. Let's welcome up onto the stage a former intermediate class champion 2 times, Mr. Cito Pons. Great recognition for a fantastic team. Flexbox HP40 and Cito collected that diploma from Mr. Vessier. Great to see you again, Cito. Congratulations. Frank, I've lost you. Where did you go? Mr. Vessier. We'll get him back in a second. We can get him on. Because from teams, we now move on to machinery, because now we need to award the top constructor in Moto2. I'm hoping we'll get Frank on shortly. Let's announce, nonetheless, the winner of the trophy in 2019 for Moto2 constructor is Calix. And collecting the diploma, Calix Managing Director Alex Baumgartel, who was stood here the last 7 years in a row. I mean, I think you can just take the diploma. I don't see why not. Alex has done this 7 times now. Thank you so much. Great to see you again. Right. It's all going well, honest. Trust me, trust me. We now invite Mr. Villegas back up onto the stage because it's time to award the top 3. Thank goodness for that. It's the top 3 Moto2 riders, and we're going to begin with 3rd place in the Moto2 World Championship this year. This year, that trophy belongs to the Swiss rider Thomas Luthi. So there is the medal there for Tom, the bronze medal. And this, of course, is Tom's return to Moto2. Extremely consistent once again, as you'd expect from Tom. 1 win and 7 further podiums this season. So, Tom, Mr. Villegas and Mr. Vessier, stay with us on stage. We're going to move on to the Moto2 runner-up now. And the silver medal this year goes to South Africa's Brad Binder. Fantastic season. But he hasn't won Moto2 and Moto3. Now you've got something you can tell over him, can't you?
Well, also he don't have the Spanish Championship, so
You see?
you know, I'm happy
got
for
it
that.
on
I'm
you.
happy for that. You know,
But
eight titles.
8 titles.
But you know, better shut up because with 8 titles you cannot say not so much.
He doesn't have a Spanish championship or Moto3, remember? But what a fantastic season. You've been trying so hard, haven't you, in your time in Moto2. What clicked this year?
Well, click for the team, of me, from everybody that helped me during all these years. Have been not easy years in Moto2, but this year have been really, really amazing. First of all, thanks to my team because they did an amazing job. They give me the confidence, what I needed, real family. So thanks for that. And you know, it was like a dream season. We was confident from the beginning, working for the dream. That was not only my dream, was the dream of all the team. So we worked hard for that. We achieved it, and I'm so happy for that.
Alex, it's been a pleasure to watch you win that title this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Moto2 World Champion in 2019, Alex Marquez. So, congratulations to Alex. I think we've got Marina also. Do you want to come and join me back up on stage?
Coming back.
Thanks to have you back. It's nice to have you. I felt all a bit lone up here. Things weren't going perfectly, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got someone else to share the blame for, haven't I? Right, it is time now to move on to the biggest prizes at the pinnacle of motorcycle racing. It's MotoGP time.
Yes, Gavin, but before we would like to talk about one of the best MotoGP riders in history. It's Jorge Lorenzo.
Yeah, Jorge had his last ever race in the World Championship today after he announced his retirement on Thursday. In doing so, Jorge ends an 18-year career amongst motorcycling's elite. And we just wanted to show our recognition to one of the most successful riders of all time in the history of Grand Prix racing.
He says goodbye after taking 5 world titles, 3 in the Premier Class and 68 wins, 47 of those in the Premier Class. Let's have a huge round of applause for Jorge Lorenzo that will be inducted as a MotoGP legend in the Spanish Grand Prix next year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jorge unable to be here tonight. But let's give him a massive round of applause. Just show him how much we've appreciated his career.
And now it's time for the awards in the Premier Class. First up in MotoGP, a rider who has impressed enormously in his first year in the Premier Class, as we award the MotoGP Rookie of the Year in memory of Marco Simoncelli. And to present the award, we have his father, Paolo, with us on stage.
Let's have a round of applause for Mr. Paolo Simoncelli.
Good evening.
Buonasera. Great to have you with us, Paolo. I could see the proud glint in your eye as well when you talked about this rider, because the 2019 MotoGP Rookie of the Year is Fabio Quartararo. Six
pole positions, 7 brilliant podiums. have exceeded even the most optimistic expectation. Fabio Quartararo is not only the 2019 Rookie of the Year, but it's also a star for the future, and he's leaving.
Fabio. Come here. Come here.
Back.
Stop running off. Where are you going? I know you're fast out on track, but we'd like to have a word with you. Yeah, come and have a talk to us. I just want to know if, Marina said there, it exceeded our expectations, but we know how ambitious you are as a rider. Did it exceed your dreams?
Yes, good night everyone. Honestly, I think nobody expects what we did this year, you know. The goal of this year was to be rookie, and was already a big goal. And we set 7 podium, 6 pole position. We finished in a really good way this season. So yeah, I want to thank all the people who believe in me to take for this 2019 season, and of course we will work a lot to make next season even better.
We sincerely hope so, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, Rookie of the Year in MotoGP, Fabio Quartararo. Thank you, Fabio.
Thank you, Fabio. Merci beaucoup. Congratulations, Fabio, for this fantastic performance. This year, it's now time for our third Tissot Pole of Poles award of the night for the fastest qualifier in MotoGP, which is named in memory of Nicky Hayden. The 2006 world champion was a long-time Tissot ambassador, and his name has become synonymous with the Swiss brand.
So, we've got Mr. Nunez. Yes! Fantastic news with 10 pole positions. The Tissot Pole of Poles winner in MotoGP is Marc Marquez.
Javier Nunez, Tissot Spain brand manager, presenting Marc with his 7th watch in 7 years.
Thank you very much. Marc, please stay with us. Thank you, Mr. Nunez. Thank you for joining us, because we want Marc to stay up on stage, because it's time to award the BMW M Prize, which is given to the MotoGP rider with the most qualifying points in a season. And this year's prize is the gorgeous BMW X4 M Competition, which you may well have seen outside with its lights flashing. It's subtle, obviously, subtle.
Pilar Garcia de la Puebla, Corporate Communications and Institutional Relations Director at BMW Group Spain, has joined us to hand over Marc's prize, Marc's 7th BMW in 7 seasons.
Well done, Marc.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Garcia de la Puebla, and congratulations to Marc. And now we revert back to 2 wheels and award the MotoGP Best Independent Team with the IRTA's Mr. Hervé Poncharal.
So, as Hervé makes his way up onto stage, running out there, the top independent team in 2019 is the Petronas Yamaha Sepang Racing Team.
Razlan Razali, Petronas Yamaha S30 team principal, that received the trophy from Hervé Poncharal. The team has made a brilliant debut in MotoGP this year, scoring points in every single race with his 2 riders, Fabio Quartararo and Franco Morbidelli. 7 podiums and 6 poles for Fabio.
Thanks to Mr. Razali.
Thank you.
Hervé, you stay with us. Thank you. Because from the best independent team to the best rider from an independent team this season, it has been a hotly contested trophy this year, with 2 riders in the running right up until today's race. There were 2 riders from 2 different manufacturers, Yamaha and Ducati. It was all decided here in Valencia, and they were both on the podium. And the best independent team rider in 2019 is Fabio Quartararo.
And like we said, Fabio Quartararo also took 7 podiums, 6 poles in this fantastic year for the French in the Première class. Congratulations again, Fabio, for this title.
Well done, Fabio. Thank you, Mr. Poncharal.
Congratulations.
We're okay, we're okay.
Thank you, Hervé.
Right, now it's time to present the award for the best MotoGP team of 2019. Now, this is one where points picked up by both riders in a team help take the championship. And it was another award that went right down to the wire. It was won actually in the race today, and the award in 2019 goes to the Repsol Honda team.
And collecting the awards is Anna Camps from Repsol, who was a part of a great season from the team, as Marc Marquez and Jorge Lorenzo scored a total of 458 points, including 12 wins, 6 podiums for Marc. Thank you very much, Mr.
Mr. Frank, come on, Frank. You can't escape our clutches that easily. Right, now it's time to talk about the manufacturers, the factories who create these incredible MotoGP machines and whose efforts have made the racing as spectacular and as competitive as ever before. 6 different manufacturers have done battle this year: Honda, Ducati, Yamaha, Suzuki, KTM and Aprilia. And taking the title this year, as everyone has pushed on to another level, has been no mean feat. The 2019 MotoGP World Champion Constructor is Honda. Honda winning its 25th Constructors title in the Premier Class, its 8th title in the last 9 years, and collecting the award from Mr. Vessier, HRC General Manager, Technology Development Division, Shinya Wakabayashi.
And Honda tops the rankings as the most successful manufacturers ever. 60 constructor titles across all classes. Thank you very much, Mr. Vessier and Wakabayashi-san.
Yeah, another fantastic season for Honda, wasn't it? Thanks to Mr. Vessier, as you mentioned there. It's time for us, though, to celebrate a fantastic season and hand over the prizes to the top 3 riders in the MotoGP World Championship this year. So I'll ask once again, the FIM President, Mr. Viegas, if you could join us once more on the stage as we hand out the award for 3rd place in MotoGP. And it went again right down to the race here in Valencia today. A scrap between a Yamaha and a Suzuki rider, and it was all decided in today's race.
And 3rd place.
Third place in MotoGP in 2019 goes to Maverick Viñales.
Maverick has been awarded the bronze medal from Mr. Viegas after a season in which he scored 2 wins and 5 podiums. Maverick, we'll have a quick word with you after this crazy season.
You've spoken to him already,
okay,
so I'm
go.
going to have a word. Maverick, just step forward. Apologies, Mr. Viegas, for 1 second. Maverick, your season got going, didn't it, from Assen when you won that race? And the way you've finished the year with the performances you're having, does this give you confidence that with some good work in the winter, you can challenge throughout the year and challenge Marc next year?
Well, it's actually good night to everyone. For sure, going to be very difficult, but yeah, I have to thank all my team because we fall down many times this year, but they were there supporting me, and somehow I come back from the falls with a victory, and this was the most important. To challenge Marc, we need something more, so we're going to try, we want to fight hard, we're going to try to prepare a good winter pre-season, and then we will see, but we are ready, so we're going to try for sure.
I love hearing that.
Thank
Maverick Viñales, 3rd place in MotoGP. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Maverick, and congratulations. Please stay on stage, both of you, as we'll now present the award for the MotoGP runner-up.
the third season in a row, another fantastic year, runner-up in MotoGP, Andrea Dovizioso. 7 further podiums this season. Incredible battles. What a show he put on in Qatar and Austria. Runner-up, as I said, in the last 3 years, and that silver medal proudly hanging around his neck. Marina, why don't you have a quick word with Andrea?
Yes, a quick word with Andrea. Just congratulations for this new great season. If you have a moment to remember, a special moment, special day, what will be?
Well, for sure, Austria has been an incredible victory. The last 2 corners were amazing with Mark. It's always difficult battle with Mark, and when you are able to beat him, it's something strange.
You remember?
Yeah, so it was nice. I mean, the adrenaline in that moment was unbelievable. It's something crazy what the battle and the victory can give you. So, for sure, that moment of this season.
Thank you very much, Andrea, and congratulations again.
Well done to Andrea. Stay with us on stage, because now it's time for us to crown the MotoGP World Champion. The moment, I'm sure, you've all been waiting for. And of course, the time that our new World Champion adds his plaque to the Champions Tower, which is being proudly displayed. But before we get him up on stage, let's have a look at some of the highlights of yet another impeccable season. Let's have a huge round of applause for the 2019 MotoGP World Champion, Marc Marquez.
As Mr. Viegas presents Marc Marquez with his World Champions medal, please give a warm welcome to the Dorna Sports CEO, Carmelo Espeleta, who brings with him the new plaque to add to the MotoGP World Champions trophy.
Yeah, Mr. Espeleta as well. I think we're going to just bring Carmelo up onto stage now, because we've got to add that plaque to the tower. Something now, that plaque is getting bigger and bigger every single year. So hopefully we'll get Marc to get it on there very soon indeed. Our podium finishers in MotoGP this year, though, Marc Marquez, Andrea Dovizioso and Maverick Vinales. Straighten out. Oh, I like that, Mr. Viegas. I like that detail there. Here's Mr. Espeleta. Andrea, Maverick, if you want to just take a step backwards, just a step back, so Mr. Espeleta can present the plaque to Marc. And Marc, if you would like to add your plaque to the Champions Tower. There we are. Yay! Let's have another round of applause. The 6th plaque for Marc in 7 years. 12 races he's won this year. Honda's most successful ever rider in the Premier Class. 56 victories now in the Premier Class, including here in Valencia today. 420 points this year, Marc surpassing Jorge Lorenzo's record from the single Premier Class season.
What a season and what an evening. A big thank to you, to all our dignitaries, as we now ask the MotoGP top 3 to stand together for a photo, please.
Yeah, let's get the top 3 in the championship up here together again. Our podium in MotoGP. Maverick Vinales, Andrea Dovizioso and Marc Marquez. Covered. Marc, you stay up here with us. Andrea, Maverick, why not? Marc, Andrea, Maverick, if you want to return to your seats now, I want to have a quick word to our world champion, Marc.
Please.
That big smile, as always. An 8th World Championship, but there was something special this year, wasn't there, about the way you did it. 12 victories and that one single DNF back in Austin in Texas, which I'm sure now is gnawing away at you, knowing how much of a perfectionist you are. But how perfect was your season?
Yeah, good. Yes. Good evening, everybody. Of course, first of all, I want to thank Dorna, to all the people that you know is working on the MotoGP, on the championship, because again, one more year, it was an amazing show, and I think we did a great job, everybody. But yeah, our season, all my team is here, and Repsol on the team, Honda working in a perfect way, and we achieve incredible things, that is finish all the races first, second, first, second. Just we missed Austin. That was the race that was more or less more under control, but anyway, a part of that, just I'm happy. Really good season, but a part of that, without my team, without all my sponsors, will be impossible.
Are you already thinking about how to go even better in 2020, or do you have time to relax now? Which way? Are you already thinking about next season?
I mean, now it's time to relax, but not a lot, because on Tuesday, Wednesday, we start the 2020 pre-season, but it's true that it will be difficult to equal or to repeat the same statistics, the same way to win the championship, because it was a perfect season. But, you know, I mean, it's new opponents, the opponents will improve. Is Dovizioso again there, Vinales, young French rider that is coming, Fabio. So, yeah, I mean, everybody is riding very fast, everybody improve, but we just keep going, keep pushing, and especially enjoy it on the bike is the most important.
We can tell you that you enjoy it, and the others should be worried if you're going to keep on pushing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have another big round of applause for the MotoGP World Champion in 2019, Marc Marquez.
Thank you.
I'll take that from you. Congratulations, Marc.
Congratulations, and thank you, Marc. Great champions in all classes, getting a fitting send-off here in Valencia. And to add the final touch to the evening, we now welcome back the FIM president, Jorge Viegas.
Let's have a round of applause for Mr. Viegas. I'd like to say a few words.
Just a few words. I want to thank all of you. You made this season fantastic. Not only the riders, all of you. And, you know, it's the first time I'm here as president of the FIM, and I'm really honored. And only one thing I can tell you, this is the best motorsports in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Viegas. Thank you very much.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Viegas, and of course all the other dignitaries who have handed out the trophies here this evening in the Palacio de Congresos here in Valencia.
And as we move on from 2019 season, we can already look forward for the new one, which kicks off this Tuesday. Marc Marquez were talking about that, with MotoGP testing also here at the Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia.
And after that, there are 3 other official tests still to come over the winter. Jerez, and then at the start of next year in Sepang and Losail. And before you know it, we will be back racing under the floodlights in Qatar for the season opener of 2020. I'll remind you that takes place on the 8th of March.
Thank you so much to all the champions. Thank you to everybody else here, and to you at home as well for joining us this evening. And thank you, Gavin.
No, thank you, Marina. We are now with some memories of what has been an absolutely stunning 2019 season. We'd just like to say goodbye and good night.
Green flag in the back. Revs up. Lights out. They are ready. They are ready. So many times this happens. We wait, and the wait is over. Who will conquer? Who dominates 2019? Great start from Miller on the second row.
Marquez makes his move.
Side by side they are. Oh, here he goes. He sits him up. He's lost momentum. They both run wide. Here comes Dovizioso. The checkered flag is out.
Dovizioso got the victory again.
Marquez crushes the opposition in Argentina. His first win of 2019. Let's send one home for the old dogs. Oh, here comes Rins, just on cue. Rins exits perfectly, and he wins his first ever MotoGP race. Here we are in Jerez, and Marquez bounces back. The checkered flag is out. A momentous victory for number 93.
Miller's on the inside of Marquez. Look at this.
Marquez makes it 300 for Honda here in Le Mans. Here comes Petrucci with the Bugatti power.
Petrucci still leads.
The checkered flag is out here in Mugello. What's going to happen? Oh, it is! Petrucci's dream is realised. Look at Lorenzo. Oh, Lorenzo! He's wiped them all out.
Jorge Lorenzo taken out 4 of the top 5.
Quartararo is on the podium for the first time. Yes, he can.
Brilliant. He's going to move through into Hogerheider.
Mack is back in town. Devastating win for Marc Marquez as he crushes everyone in Germany. Majestic performance here in Brno. It's win number 6 of 2019. But here comes Dovey!
He's going all in for the victory.
Dovey's up the inside!
Block
He's
pass.
gone in! It's a block pass! It's 4 for Ducati and Dovey! Oh, and he's almost thrown it down the road.
He's going through it. What a move.
Marquez goes through, he takes the inside line. Final corner, Rins is going to have another learn. He's going to do it! He's done it! Marquez, he's gone for it straight away. Quartararo's, he's closing. 2 corners to go. Marquez wins in enemy territory here in Mazzano. Marquez is well on his way to taking another victory in his 200th Grand Prix. He smashes it here in Aragon. Marc Marquez, he's in the slipstream. Now he's going to go on the brakes. He's done it. He's through. Here comes Fabio Quartararo up the inside. Marquez knows it's coming. He can't stop it. It's the comeback. The checkered flag is out. He wins in Thailand, and he is the 8th-time world champion. What a rumble here in Buriram. Marc Marquez says, catch me if you can.
Quartararo's going for it, hits the front in Japan.
Oh, Marquez is up to second. Vinales is victorious. It's Mavericks, Malaysia.
Quartararo's down.
He's not rolling off now. He goes through.
He's gone down.
Marquez has been unstoppable. There's so much to look forward to. Can't wait for 2020.